maybe you've had this question. Does human design actually unlock your potential? So in this video, we're going to unpack a bunch of different things about this question, because once again, it's a very loaded question. And we're going to break down exactly what human design is, what it has been easily mistaken for, and reframing how to approach human design, look at human design within your life, so that you're not wondering, does it actually unlock potential? But rather, what does it unlock within myself knowing this information? Like, what are the benefits of me knowing this information, like the actual application of it, and how can that improve my life? We'll get into that. Let's unpack. Let's first clarify the phrase, unlock potential, okay? This is marketing language. Now, it's designed kind of like neuro-linguistic programming to act as if you're missing out on something, or like creating FOMO, or if you don't get this, then you're going to miss out and you're not going to be able to unlock your potential if you don't know this information. Okay. That's just marketing gimmicks. It's marketing gimmickry. Human design is not a magic upgrade. It's not going to make you better at X, Y, and Z and satisfy your ego. Knowing this information is not going to unlock your dreams and your ego's dreams of wealth and abundance in a very superficial way. This was a divine magical download that was repackaged to hit that ego surface level. But it's more than that. Everything is consciousness. Everything. You are a soul embodied here on planet Earth, having an experience, and this is the simulation. This is the place in the playground where you come into this game reality and you're born here, but then you also, when you die, you go back home and you go back to like reality. Okay, this is the simulation. Human design is only applicable within this simulation. It doesn't exist over there. Like, it doesn't exist on the other side. The chakras, astrology, human design, the I Ching, all this stuff, it is not applicable on the other side when you die. You do not have any of this architecture. It doesn't exist. It's only applicable here in this dimensional reality. Human design is not a magic upgrade. It's not going to give you superhuman powers to be a advanced CEO or get ahead in your career at the expense of other people. Like, it's not going to be able to do that. I don't know if that's like what you think it's going to do. It's not like that. It gives you a framework to understand yourself, how you're wired, helps you make decisions, helps you decide how to move forward with big life decisions and how to navigate your relationships, because the system is only applicable here in this dimensional frequency and this reality that I am talking to you in. This is for the frequency that I'm talking to you in. This is how you can see me, and my human design is helpful and is wired for you to get clarity and information from. You have a problem, I have a solution for you. That's my profile. I research, I find answers, I have a breadth of knowledge. You have a problem, I have a solution, and I can either become the hero or the villain. That's how I'm wired. That is how I'm here to help you. So human design, what is it? It is a lens for you to see yourself through, to see others through, to understand miscommunications, to understand the little human nuances about what people are good at, what they're not good at, what they're naturally talented in, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. Do you know how easily, now that I know that my human design, I have a projection field, and that like I can tell that it's someone else's projection and that I don't internalize it, what they say or perceive about me. And it could be a negative projection, it could be a golden projection or a positive projection or whatever. It doesn't matter. But now that I have that lens and that framework for knowing myself, I don't internalize stuff and go down a shame spiral or guilt trip myself into thinking that I should be better or more informed or like, oh, it's all my fault. Okay. Another thing about human design, it does not complete you. You are already complete. It helps you remember if you've gotten off track, if you've derailed, if you've taken a detour. It helps you get back in alignment with yourself and remember your mission and your sole purpose as to why you came to Earth. That's what it does. It helps you get back in alignment out of the monkey mind and into the heart-centered soul guidance, soul trajectory. Yeah, right? Like activating your soul purpose and your mission on Earth. Yep. Yes. It prevents you from betraying yourself and having this information in consciousness and having conscious awareness. Okay. That's what human design actually does. Okay. It could unlock your potential in helping you fulfill your soul destiny so that you can easily manifest and attract the things and open up new doors and windows and other things close. And that's where it can help you unlock your potential. It can help you attract the right money, the relationships, the health, because you are in alignment now with your design and you're not self-sabotaging and beating yourself up for interpersonal communications that went awry and misunderstandings. That's how it can help you unlock your potential so that you get out of your own way and that you open up your heart and you're being more loving, understanding, self-accepting, and self-loving and having forgiveness. That could be unlocking your potential, but it really depends on what you think unlocking your potential is. If you're encouraged, you're willing to accept your mistakes. If you are ready to go into the neutrality, acceptance, willingness, reason and logic, unconditional love. If you're done with the limiting themes, this is the next step, because then that's how you raise your consciousness through awareness and therefore unlock your potential. But you have to have this larger framework and be able to heal the limiting themes of consciousness and step out of your self-limiting beliefs, your doubts, your thoughts, feelings, actions, words. You need to be able to change your habits and patterns in the present moment and stop derailing yourself and self-sabotaging. That is how it can help you unlock your potential. So what actually unlocks potential is navigating with awareness, not chasing false, empty marketing gimmick promises that people just to sell them something. All right, so when you first saw your chart, or maybe you heard some language about yourself, for example, my chart. The minute I saw that I was the cross of upheaval, and I read that in my little thing, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's why all the instances in my life, going all the way back to grade school till now, oh, that's what my energy is in this life. Oh, I'm a heretic. Oh, I am a problem solver. Oh, people project their stuff onto me with my 5-1 line profile. Oh, wow. Okay, right. It's relief. It offers relief at first, right? Because it makes a whole bunch of sense. Or you figured out that you're a projector or a reflector or even a manifester. And the majority of the population are generators. And you're like, oh, that's why I am not fulfilled, finding work and continuously finding something that I love and outputting. And that's why I can only output so much in a day. Oh, that's why, other people can just go. And I need to take breaks. I need to work my energy. You might be a generator. And it's you might be a generator and you also need to take breaks and rest a whole bunch. Totally applicable. Makes sense. It's just the way that then there's so many other factors other than how you're wired. In your human design, it's just in your DNA. It's the energetic operating system. There's so many other factors. but at least gives your energy, interactive, interpersonal communication sphere something to work with in how you interact with everyone else in the world around you, because it's your experience. You're the main character energy. You are the star of the show. Everyone else is filling in for you to grow and evolve, right? And everyone's like this. Everyone's the star of the show. The whole world revolves around them. And yeah, it's how you evolve consciously in your interactions with other people. I honestly think that's why we're here on planet Earth. Okay. So, and this initial recognition matters, but then you kind of hit a plateau, right? Like you hit a plateau in your level of understanding and you get all the surface pieces, but that's all that that you've discovered or you've found, or you're connecting the dots and like you're getting superficial surface level stuff, but you're ready to take it deeper into self-discovery and self-awareness so you can know yourself and know how you are wired and how your operating system is wired to interact with everyone else around you. Okay. So you've been collecting insights about yourself, but you haven't been able to ground the information, or maybe it feels more like you've memorized a bunch of stuff, but you haven't embodied it, or you haven't figured out the way to bring it into yourself, into awareness, into the thoughts, feelings, action, all this information to unlock your potential. When it encourages engagement, or when it helps you change your thoughts, feelings, and actions and your words, that's when it starts or at least gives you a framework to understand yourself so you don't beat yourself up for miscommunication. That is when it is helpful. When you start to use it as a rule book and it starts to limit your perception in what you think you shouldn't do, can't do, what you're designed for, what you're not designed for, that's when it starts to become a limitation. Like fitting yourself into the box because, well, this person said this, or, taking external information and imagine it layering on top of you. So that it just becomes another system of shackles. It gives you a framework to navigate your reality so that you become your mind is the passenger, while your soul and higher consciousness drive the vehicle, your body, forward into your human experience and the journey that you came here to have. This is just some terminology you might catch yourself saying when human design is starting to constrict your knowledge and awareness. Oh, well, that's just my design. Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that. And if you find that the information that you've taken in starts to restrict you or put you into a box or puts limitations on you, the best thing you can do is take all that information, stick it on the back burner, and continue cooking other things in your life and having that just be off to the side, stewing. And as you move forward in your life, seeing if that information becomes applicable while you're cooking other stuff, right? Like you move forward, you cook other stuff, you do other things in your life, and then you have that information in the back burner, but it is not front and center telling you that this is what you need to do in order to live. And in order to manifest your dreams and unlock your potential, you need to follow this rule book very sternly and strictly. And if you don't do this, it's not going to work out for you. No, do not do that. And if you have found yourself doing that, immediately scrap it, ditch it, throw it away. I don't care. Put it on the back burner because you won't forget that information. It will always kind of be with you now, but it's probably healthiest to just toss it to the side and keep moving forward in your life. And when the moment comes and you need to make a decision, maybe that information might serve you, but making sure that you have the information that is expansive, not constricting you in moving forward. Okay? Because this is all about how you navigate using your intuition, using your own inner guidance, your own inner knowing, and following the patterns. No one's going to know you better than you know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, well, that's a perfect opportunity because you get to know yourself even more, right? Because that is like the foundation of how you navigate with ease. Know yourself. That's how you know how to make decisions the best and in alignment so that like you're not falling into distraction traps and pessimism and the glass is half empty and no, like the world looks terrible outside. I'm sure, at least that's what some people are saying online. That does not affect me. I have no idea what's going on. And I am happy as a clam not knowing because in my immediate reality, everything is great. And I'm not going to subscribe to some collective agreement that I'm not going to let you pull me down a path that I don't want to go down. I'm not going down that way. If you want to do that for yourself, by all means, go ahead. But I am not going that direction. I'm not going. And there's no way you can make me. I don't care what you think is happening in the external world. I did that for years. And I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. All right. So yeah, scrap it. So so soapbox, like you're going down a path and it's not making you feel good, get rid of it. You don't have to walk down that path. I'm glad my tangent actually was able to tie back into where I was going. You will never lose those insights. You will never lose that information, but it'll just sit there quietly waiting to be applied. And then it comes in handy. And you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's why the person's like that. They're not a researcher. They're more of a networker. Oh, that's why they don't really understand why I do what I do. But I understand what they do and how they do it so I can have like more acceptance of them. Cool, we're different. Amazing. Okay. So then what does embodied awareness with these human design principles, what does this actually look like? Okay, well, you stop taking things personally. You stop internalizing other people's stuff. You accept where you are. You love yourself. You'll be like, oh, well, okay, I am a natural networker. Oh, I'm a natural. Oh, I trial and error. I have to make mistakes in order to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to accept my trial and error. And that's just part of my process, right? Or like, oh, I have gate 38. Oh, I need to move my body more. Oh, maybe doing some martial arts training might be helpful for me in like getting that warrior energy like applicable. Oh, I can easily shock people just by existing, right? Like I will create shock in people's lives. Oh, I'm here to influence them, but sometimes I'll influence them negatively by the words that I'm saying. And those words will have an impact that I didn't necessarily know that I was going to have an impact of. Oops, was unaware of that. My bad. It's stuff like that. Okay. And then also repair what's possible and release all the stuff that is not yours. I'm not a role model. That is not what my mission is here. I am a problem solver. I am a hero in a cape, but I'm also the villain. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to be something that I'm not. I'm not going to try to be something that I'm not for you, even though I desperately want it to work that way, but it's just not going to work that way. I'm just not wired for that. Okay. So that's how you're able to move into self-trust without self-blame and not owning other people's shit. So you become your self-actualized Taurus field with a strong aura that is not easily influenced or permeable by external people, situations, and try to derail you or take you down a path that it is not a part of your path of what you're here to experience. I mean, you can go down that path. You can take detours. That's the thing. It's very easy to get lost down here. It's very easy to get lost. It's very easy to take detours. Section at the end totally got corrupted, so which is why I'm here revisiting, talking to you, how human design can actually unlock your potential. Okay, let me get my notes. It's for people that want to go deeper into self-awareness and consciousness. That is like the best people. That's the best type of person who's going to benefit the most out of human design, because then it's how you interact with in your interpersonal relationships with other people. You know, admit your mistakes, say you're sorry, admit you were wrong. Do you value your relationship enough, any relationship, to know when you overstepped a boundary? And this is like where the themes of consciousness come in and how it's all interwoven, because you're able to self-reflect and look at and navigate with more love and compassion. That is essentially the biggest benefit of human design. I can solve other people's problems, but it's really hard for me sometimes to solve my own. And then sometimes something happens and it just clicks. So if you have questions, put them in the comments and I will put them in the queue on questions I'm answering. You know, I'm answering the public, essentially. So thank you for asking these questions. Definitely appreciate it. I do have a free email quest. The link is in the description. Obviously, like and subscribe because it helps the channel.